Right, so I thought it was about time I did a vlog because I haven't put a video out in ages and I haven't vlogged in ages, so it's time for a bit of something different. I realise I've not been around a little bit and this is kind of why. So recently I've started a new job and I've also graduated.
Gregory James Warwick. And for the degree of Doctor.
Then alongside that, I have been building some terrain. So, in addition to building some terrain, I've actually managed to get some games in and I went to a tournament. So, I went to another Harlequins tournament in Preston and it was just an absolutely fantastic day. Lawrence ran the event and I've got to say it was spot on, to be honest. I always kind of treat these events, like the Harlequins especially, because it mirrors the missions that we're going to be playing at the Northern Open, and the Northern Open is such a renowned event. I almost see it as a warm-up, but to be honest, this time especially, I was seriously thinking about just how well it was, and it's definitely up there. I think the only difference is I suppose the level of competition that you come across. I can't even say that people don't travel far and wide to see and participate in it anymore, because this time we had people come round from Scotland, the Scottish boys, which was fantastic to see them, and they brought new additions, so it was really nice to sort of see Joe, Andy and Craig, but also they brought Farlane, who was hilarious. But in addition to the Scottish guys coming down who are becoming, nice regulars to see, we had someone travel from France. So, Victor came all the way over to France to practice his English and participate, and he just smashed everyone. He actually ended up winning, which was phenomenal. He did really, really well. I think he only dropped 2 objective points over the whole 3 games, so he was an absolute beast. So in addition to people travelling far and wide to come to it, you've also got the quality of tables. For the first time ever to a tournament, I took my table, which is an alright table, but the rest of them were all completely painted tables, which in the UK is the only second event from the Northern Open to ever do that. And, there were 18 players, I think, maybe 20, 18, I think. So it's a pretty, big feat to be able to do that. And it wasn't just that they were cracking out cardboard tables. It was fully MDF or Plastercraft. They were phenomenal tables. So, really, really good. Really, really impressed and super happy with that. In addition to this one, it was really nice to see Ed, who organises the Northern Open, actually come down and play, because, he never plays. I've never seen him play and never seen him participate in a tournament before, so it was nice just to sort of, he's such a friendly guy, have him actually playing and participating. So let's get down to the crux of it then, my games. So my first game was against, I think, a guy called Joe, and I'm so sorry if the name is wrong, but it's been like 3 weeks since we played now. So he was a super nice guy. It was his first ever tournament, and I believe he travelled quite a way as well, although I can't remember the exact distance. And he brought a mate, but his mate didn't play. He just wanted to observe because they were still really new to Infinity. And he was really nervous because he thought, he's still quite new and he didn't know the rules that well. But I tell you what, he knew them better than me, and he knew all his own stuff. So, he was a spot-on guy and he was really, really nice. So I really enjoyed that game. It was quite a hard-fought game, to be honest, in the sense that I think it was a slight disadvantage because he played a very similar Nomad's List to what I practiced against Luke with for quite some time. So I was really familiar with the Ludnok, with the Reverend Custodial, Kusanagi, and I kind of knew what to do in relation to not getting my Ectrosis shut down and stuff. So I think it was a bit harsh on him to go against that because I'd kind of practiced against it so much. It was Transmission Matrix, which was a pretty cool mission. It was limited insertion. I really like limited insertion. I know a lot of people are sort of a bit Marmite with it, love or hate it, but I really enjoy it. I think Toha have a massive advantage at it. And that's my one trick. So Sukiel did absolute massive amounts of work in that game, missile launching stupid amount of things, which gained me the ability to tick off one of Lawrence's special achievements, which was kill 3 guys with one template from a missile launcher. So that was pretty cool. One of the things when I was playing Joe that really panicked me was that so halfway through the game I'd managed to secure some of the antennas and lock down the battlefield. Now on the second turn in a single sweep, he managed to get 2 of his classifieds, which were worth 2 points each, and that absolutely shit me up. I think he did fantastically well because I think it ended in 8-4 to me, and he really pulled back some points and it was phenomenal. I suppose the only downside was, and I think this is a big thing in limited insertion, he didn't kill a single model of mine. I don't know whether that's due to dice or well placing from me or what, but I still had a lot of orders and he was on the cusp of going into retreat, so it wasn't great, I suppose. But he played well. He went for the mission. He did what he should have done. He was just a bit unlucky in that, I suppose. So second game was against Edmund. I've met Edmund sort of 3 times now. Really nice guy. I believe he's still quite new to the scene. I think I saw him at Harlequins, was his first ever tournament the time before, and he went to the Northern Open. So yeah, he seems like a really nice guy. I think he was playing JSA. I can't 100% remember. It's been 3 weeks. So it was antenna field on that mission, and I suppose I don't think he played bad, but the table we had was reasonably... there was a wide part of the table which was quite open. When I saw it, I thought, damn, I want this side. So rather than choosing turns, I chose deployment, because I prefer to go second anyway. Like I've said before, I'm a reactive player. I like second. And I got this massive fire lane with the Sukiel next to a Kumatail, so you can just bring them back up. In cover, mimetism, shit's not going down. And because it's in a triad, I've got 2 dice. So when he initially missile launched me and I missile launched him straight back, because I've also got a Pokemon to save me, I knew the odds were in my favour. So it was a little bit of a downhill game for him, I think. I still had a lot of fun. I hope he had a lot of fun. I managed to pull out a minor victory against him. Major victory again, I think, actually. Managed to secure the HVT, take the objectives, and it was good. I felt like I played pretty solid on that, but I don't think the dice were in his favour that day. So I hope at some point we get a rematch. Now the last game, so at this point I find out that I'm third. So there's a small chance, because we're playing 3 games, that if top table draw, I can sweep in and take first, and I've never won a tournament before. So I'm super hyped, super nervous, because I've had a pretty spot on day, to be honest. I've played well, and I've done well. And then I draw Pete. Now, if you've watched old videos of mine, when I first started going to the Northern Open, I called him Pete the Destroyer because Pete tabled me. I've never beaten him, and I've played him about 3 times, and I think Pete's reasonably good. He's a war core, he knows his stuff, and he plays a lot. So I was kind of bricking it, to be honest. And we were playing supplies, so pretty hard in limited insertion anyway, because you haven't got the massive amount of orders to run in and pull back. So alpha striking isn't the biggest thing, I don't think. I set up in a way that the Sakil had Eyes of the Battlefield again as my kind of main defensive people. You know, people have like defensive link teams. I've got the Sakil in the triad. Love it. Absolutely fucking love it. I chose the side. I didn't choose the side, actually. No, I did choose the side. I chose the side which gave me the best advantage for that and the viewpoint of all 3 boxes from that. So that was kind of my main plan, was just to lock that down. Pete made me go first because he wanted to, on the last turn, take the boxes. It was a super, super close game. The Sakil was a massive MVP again. And what I managed to do was run away with 2 boxes and hold them. And he had 1. It gave me a major victory because I also managed to get off, I think, one of my classifieds. And I was super, super stoked with it. And it quite literally, and I really, really mean this, it came down to the last order. It was intense, and once I'd finished my 3rd turn, I realised how horrendous it is waiting for that other person to finish their moves, because you're kind of at their mercy of like, am I going to win, or can they take it back? And I knew he had the orders, and he knew he had the orders to do it. But the dice didn't happen, so it was super, super crazy, and I managed to take another major. However, like I said, Victor and Farlane duked it out. Man took first like an absolute pro. So I walked away with second again, same like as last time at the Harlequins, which was super awesome. And because of my Sakil taking out so many things with the missile launcher under template, I actually managed to walk away with the additional prize. So I was super chuffed with that. That was really nice. So I'd almost doubled the money because I got £20 gift vouchers that I had paid to go back in and play. So that was awesome. Pete won in the raffle for the painted, and he got the Fat Yan Yan box. And considering he already got it, I traded my vouchers for him. So I got the Fat Yan Yan box, and I'm super, super stoked with it. So yeah, a fantastic, fantastic tournament. It was really well supported as well by Art of War Studios, who gave some prizes, and TT Combat, and you know, they're super generous. They haven't got to do that. So really, really appreciated that from them. And I'm looking forward to the next one. Like, I'm really, really looking forward to, because I think this is going to start coming a staple event. They're already requesting more tables because it sold out last time. So it's getting bigger. So keep an eye out for it if you're in the UK. And from that, the tournament practice continues with the Northern Open in 3 weeks' time.